Hi there, welcome back to JD Answers. Today I got the review of the Dewenwils remote control light socket. We're going to do the unboxing, we're going to go to the specifications, and then we're going to go ahead and connect these, program them, put them to the test. So let's get started with the unboxing. Alright, so let's see what the first thing we get is actually one of the remotes. Here we go. And it's individual control. You control either one of these light sockets, and they're number 1 through 4, or you could turn them all on or all off. So this is pretty neat. I like this, and it has a LED indicator light. And the batteries are being preserved, so when you're ready to use the remote, just simply pull that lever out, and you're ready to start. And here again, same thing. Remote control, 1 through 4, all on, all off, LED. Battery protector. Alright, so next it looks like it's going to be all of, here we go, the light sockets. So let's go ahead and take these out. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and there's 4. And let's go ahead and take a closer look at this. It gives you all the socket information. And actually you can see right here the number. This one is number 2. Here you go, number 3. Number 4. And this one's probably going to be number 1. Here you go. So all these correspond to the remote 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is pretty neat. I like this, how they're already numbered. You don't have to get your label maker and label these. It's already numbered. So we get a closer look again. Here you got the program button right there. And that's pretty much where you're going to hit to pair these. Or sometimes you might need to hit that to unpair it as well. Alright, pretty simple. Standard socket. Can't wait to get these started. Now about these lights. These are LED lights and they're 5000K. And there's 6 of them in here. And these are very bright. And I bought this specifically for this studio. That way it gives me a bright outlook. There's a lot of light bulbs out there. They're like a soft white. And they give you like a little, like a yellow pigment. And I don't really like that. So this is the ones I bought. So let's go ahead and use one of these. And what we're going to do is, you can see how I already used most of them there already. And we're just going to install one in there, and you can see how it's a pretty standard socket. There you go. And last we have the remote control manual. It gives you the product layout, operating instructions, remote pairing, how to pair them up here, and some specifications and troubleshooting here in case you have anything. Alright, now let me show you what I'm going to use these for. Now this is the ceiling fan that I'm going to be using the remote power sockets with this. And the reason is because sometimes when I'm recording, I only need 1 light, maybe 2, maybe all of them. But rather than coming over here and just simply unplugging these like this, or what I do, I just loosen them. I loosen them and I just leave them like that. That's pretty much what I do if I could get that back on. Alright, so I just leave it like that. And then when I'm done, I put them back on. But if I could just not worry about coming over here and just turn it off with a remote, that would be so helpful. Alright, so what I got is, I got number 1. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go ahead and install it into the middle. And this is how it looks installed. And you can see the light on there, which is indicating that it's connected. So now I'm going to go ahead and reinstall the light bulb. And there you go. That's how it looks when it's on. There you go. You could tell it does stick out a little bit, but I really don't care because this is my studio and lighting is more important than cosmetic in this room. So I'm going to start here and go clockwise. And that way I know which one's which. So this is going to be number 2. So I'm going to loosen that one up. Here I go. I'm going to install that one. Got it installed. Put the light bulb back. Perfect. Number 3. Going to install that one in there. All right, next to get the light bulb back. All right, there you go. All 3 of them are installed. All right, this is pretty much the way they look when it's on and giving you a different view. And you can see how it sticks out a lot. They're pretty much not made for a ceiling fan, mainly for lamps or even outside lights. But for me, the studio, this is gonna work perfect for it. All right, next I got the remote. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and remove that protective covering off of there to preserve the batteries. And what we're going to do is on this side, we're going to turn them off. This side is on, this side is off. So we're going to start with number 1. There you go, that's off, which is the center. Number 2, there you go. And then number 3. So whenever I need the light on, I start from the top 1, 2, and 3. Perfect. This is going to work great. Or let's do all off. All on. Perfect with 1 button. Now I do have number 4 connected to my closet back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the lights right inside here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn off 3, 2, 1. And now, right now I've got the softbox lights on. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and turn on the closet, which is number 4. And you can see how the light turned on. Let me turn the softbox light off. There you go. All right, I'm going to turn that off. You see how it turned off? Turn it back on, off. And let me show you exactly where this is at. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and walk towards the closet. And you can see where it's going to be installed up here. This is all my studio equipment and so forth. And there it is, it's installed. So what I'm going to do now is get the remote, turn it on. There it is. And you saw how it was, the camera was over there and it turned on the light when it's actually inside the closet on top. So this is pretty neat. Now this is my studio. When I do some podcasting or other items that I'm doing some unboxing, which I did a gimbal unboxing here, I sometimes need more light. Now I got this softbox light bouncing off the wall, and then I have this other light doing the same thing, but you notice it's still dark in here. So if I turn on some of these lights, 2, 3, whoops, sorry, am I hitting the right one? Oh, 2, I'm sorry, I didn't hit 2 right. Okay, so there you go, they're all on. I got scared there for a while. All right, so there. Now you notice those partitions? Those are pretty neat. I like those partitions because it hides the room and it divides this room, because this side is the YouTube studio and I got a podcasting studio on this side. But behind those partitions is my wife area. And you do not want to look behind there. No way. So that's actually hides everything. And I got a video and a step-by-step on this video and how to assemble it, how it works, and how to hide it. And I'll put a link in the description down below for that. All right, so let's get back to this video. Again, the softbox lights light up pretty well. So when I'm here, and you can see when you put down the camera here, when the cell phone, or if I'm using that to record, or even my camera on this overhead mount, it gives some lighting. But sometimes this is too much lighting. Whoops, sorry, I'm shaking right here. And I'm turning off all the lights. I actually turn them all off at once. And you see it kind of darkens up a little bit. But sometimes I just need a little light. Here you go. And you can see how the light's changing in there. So this actually helps pretty good. All right, this is exactly what I'm going to use this for, is this studio. So if I'm podcasting here and I got a camera on this mount, which is not there right now, and I'm going this way, or if I'm doing my reviews on that side of the wall, you can see how the lighting takes a lot of place. Now let's see right here. Let's see that. I'm sorry this camera is shaking too much. And it'll go all off. Here you go. And you can see how it kind of went down a little bit. Not too bad because the softbox light is bouncing off the wall of the light too there. You can see how it makes a difference with all on. I'm sorry for the shaking. That's why I got this gimbal. And it's actually charging right now. And when I get this all together, all my shakiness hopefully will stop. And I got a review for that coming out soon. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to disable the programming. Right now, this is number 1, as you can see it right here. And I got the remote. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn off number 1. I'm sorry, I'm going to turn it on. And then I'm going to turn it back off. On, off. So this is programmed to number 1. And the way you disable it is you go to the programming button, which is on this side right here. I'm going to do is turn it on. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the program button for 6 seconds. It's going to turn off, start blinking, and then once it rapidly starts blinking, let go and press it one more time and the blinking goes away. Then we get our remote here and we turn it on. And you see the indicator light is turning on, but the light is not because the programming has been disabled. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you how to program it now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold down the button until it starts blinking slowly. There it goes, blinking slowly. Now you can get your remote and just turn off. And you saw it how it blinked. It's programmed. Now go back to my remote, turn it on, turn it off, turn it on. So that's how you deprogram this, and this is how you program it. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to program 2 sockets to 1 switch. Because right now we got number 1 is on, and then this is actually number 3. So we turn them off. And so what we're going to do is, this is number 3 here, as you could see. So this is 3. And this one is number 1. Let me get that in there. There you go. So you got 1 and 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to program both of these to turn on number 1. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on number 3. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the program button. And I'm going to hold it down for the 6 seconds until it rapidly starts to blink. There it goes. And then I'm going to hit the button. All right, so we're going to go to number 3 and we're going to see if it turns on. Nope, it's not turning on. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to program this one for number 1. So the way we program again is to hold it down for about 3 seconds really until it starts blinking slowly. All right, it starts blinking slowly. So what I'm going to do is come over here to number 1 and I'm going to hit off. And you saw how I programmed it. So now when I turn 1 on, both of these will turn on. There you go. Both of them are on. So that's how you program both 2 sockets into 1. Because when they come from the manufacturer, they're already preset it for 1, 2, 3, and 4. But in case you have some unique situations, you could always do that. But let's go ahead and put it back to the original set. So right here, this is number 3. We can see it right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to deprogram it. So we're going to go ahead and turn it on first. Oh, it's actually number 1, so that's why it wasn't turning on. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hold down the program button for 6 seconds. It's going to slowly blink, and then it's going to rapidly blink. There it goes, and I'm going to press it again to discontinue that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off 1 and turn it back on. And you notice it's only 1 that turned on. This one didn't turn on anymore. So what I'm going to do is program this one back to number 3. I'm going to hold down the program button till it slowly blinks. There it goes. So now what I'm going to do is number 3 turn off, and it'll program it And now I could turn 3 on. And I'm going to go ahead and turn off 1. You see only 1 turned off and 3. There you go. So that's how you deprogram and program it. And if you want to do multiple sockets with one switch, you could do that. So I hope this was helpful for you. And if it was, please like this video and don't forget to subscribe. So now I'm going to show you how to use the remote socket switch when I was setting up my podcast. All right, I'm good there. That's good. All right, now we got a remote for our lights. We can see the difference. Look at the monitor and see. All right, so that's that off. On, on, on. How about we turn this one off? How's that? Or is that too low?
Yeah, it's too low, I think.
All right, let's turn the number 1 off. Number 2 off. 1 back on.
I think that might be good right there, I think.
All right, so number 2 is off, so we got 1 and 3 on. Okay. What did you think? Was this video helpful for you? If it was, give me that thumbs up. I appreciate that from you. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and select all notifications for all upcoming videos. If you are interested in any of these products, I'll list links in the description down below. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe!